Hey, what's up? Let's do 30 minutes of abs, core, Pilates. Hey, what's up? I'm Preston. Let's get right into some abs, core, Pilates. We start with the warm-up. All you'll need is a mat and some water. Let's get started with some cat and cow. So come to all fours on your mat. Neutral spine, round the back, push the mat away for the cat. Then inhale, drop the stomach, look up. For the cow, we'll do one more cat. Exhale, round the back, push the mat away. Inhale, cow. Let's walk our hands to the top of the mat, lower our pelvis down. High cobra. And let's get into some core exercises, starting with a plank. 1 minute. 18 seconds, 19 seconds, something like that. I hope you're having a great day today. We are outside, so for the plank, my shoulders are over my wrists. My tailbone is slightly tucked under. I'm squeezing my abs. I'm pushing the mat away, squeezing my butt. My feet are hip distance apart. Nice neutral neck, looking down at the mat, focusing on my breathing, focusing on keeping my core tight. Every core routine, every Pilates routine we do here on the channel, we start with a plank and we end with a plank. And in between that, we do a whole bunch of core exercises. You could also lower down to a forearm plank, just bring your butt with you. Still keep everything engaged. Nice straight line from your hips to your shoulders. Butt in line with your hips at all times. After this plank, we'll get into some Pilates, some core. All right, let's flip on over. Do the old Pilates 100s. You can't have a Pilates routine without the Pilates 100, so let's lie down on the mat, legs to tabletop, lower back in the mat, arms hovering above the mat. You can start here, pumping your arms vigorously at your side, inhaling for 5, exhaling for 5. To make this a little bit more challenging, you can raise your legs up to the sky, or to make it even more challenging, legs out to 45 degrees, lower back into the mat. It's a beautiful day today outside Manhattan, New York City. Pumping using your armpit muscles. Yes, there are armpits. There are muscles in your armpits. Lower back stays glued to the mat. If your lower back is arching off the mat, try raising your legs a little bit. Just a few more seconds on these 100s before we move on. All right, roll up. You can stay down on the mat. We'll start with this with our feet out in front of us, knees bent, arms up to the sky, ribs melted into the mat, lower back in the mat. Take an inhale, then exhale. Peel off the mat as slow as you can, all the way up. Give yourself a nice hug at the top. And then sit up, C-shape with the spine. Your shoulders drop out of the ears. You slowly lower it down vertebrae by vertebrae. When the arms are up to the sky, the head hits the mat. Then exhale on the way up. Give yourself a nice hug for a stretch. Inhale, arms forward, reach forward. C-shape with the spine. Tuck the pelvis under. Arms up. Go slowly. Try and resist the gravity on the way down and the momentum on the way up. So slow and controlled. Each vertebrae touching and leaving the mat. All right. So we'll do a reverse teaser with the leg pulse. Let's come to seated. We'll start with our legs in tabletop, and then we will hold our arms either out forward or up to the sky. Straighten one leg, doesn't matter which leg, and we'll pulse it up for 5. And then we'll come back to tabletop, switch legs, pulse it up for 5. Legs back to tabletop. Let's slowly roll down. Arms out by your ears. Then we'll sit back up, sweep the arms around, come back up to tabletop. Arms reach out long or up to the sky. Extend the right leg forward. Little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs back to tabletop. Extend the left leg out long. Pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs back to tabletop. Let's slowly roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And that's enough of that. All right, let's do some Criss Cross. Criss Cross make you want to jump. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Legs to tabletop. Elbows nice and wide, hands behind the head. Extend the right leg out as you twist over to the left, elbow to opposite knee. And then switch that, elbow to opposite knee. So what you want to focus on is really twisting that torso off the mat. Twisting, keeping your shoulder tips off the mat the entire time. Your leg extends out to 45 degrees. You really try to reach that front wall. Try and lift up even higher on the twist. And as you twist, keep that height of that upper back off the mat. Slow and controlled. Barely see the elbows in your peripheral vision. Nice. All right, up next we have ye old corkscrew. So let's place our palms down on the mat, head on the mat, legs up to 90 degrees. So we start with our legs glued together and our lower back pressing into the mat. We rotate our legs over to the right, down around, over to the left, then back up to the top. Then we reverse that, so over to the left, down, around, forward, reaching forward, over to the right, stop at the top. So your hips stay nice and calm. Your feet stay the same length. If they're changing length, that means your hips are kind of moving out of place. One hip is pushing forward. You lower your legs only as far as your lower back can stay secure on the mat. You're pressing the palms into the mat to help you keep that base of support. All right, so from here, rock up to sit up. We'll do a couple of teaser isometric holds. So balance yourself on your sitting bone, lean back a little bit, C shape with the spine, legs to tabletop. You can stay here. You can reach your arms out in front of you. You can reach your arms up next to your ears nice and straight. Also with your legs, you can keep your legs in the tabletop. You can also extend them out to 45 degrees. You can have your arms out 45 degrees or up to 90. You can rotate between the two. Holding that balance, using that core to support yourself. Another 15 seconds or so. Keep it going. You could hold one position for as long as you like, or you can move in between the different positions. All right, let's do a plank to a pike with a knee drive. A new one. Let's give it a try here. So we'll start in a straight arm plank. Hold that for 2 seconds. Lift your hips up to a pike, and as you lift your hips up, drive your knee in. Hold it for 2. Back down to a pike. A plank. Lift your hips up to a pike. Drive that knee in. Hold it. What do you guys think of this? Go at your own pace. I think it's okay. When I lift my hips up and drive my knee in, I feel like I can't get my knee that close to the chest. But maybe it's because of my lack of core strength. Maybe as I practice this more and more, the knee drive will get closer into the chest, closer into the knee. Another 10 seconds here. Nice work. All right, scissors. Let's come down to the mat, lie on your back. Let me take this out of my pocket here. Mic is still on. We'll do some scissors. Lie on down. Arms on the mat, legs up to the sky. Start your legs in the letter K or L. Nice straight legs reaching long. And then switch your legs. You could also raise your head here if you want, or keep it lower down. So the goal here is to really straighten the legs as straight as you can get them. Also keeping your lower back on the mat. If your lower back pops off the mat, if your lower back arches off the mat, don't lower your legs as much. Go at your own pace. As you lower your legs, try and extend them even more forward to that wall in front of you, or whatever's in front of you. I have this weird wall, fire exit, door thing. Nice work. Neck pull. Let's sit up. We'll start sitting, and we'll do like a reverse movement here. So sit up with your legs together, hands behind your head, elbows nice and wide. So we'll do the neck pull portion first. We pull forward, C shape with the spine, then sit up nice and tall, and then flat back our way back, keeping a flat back as long as you can. And then when you can't anymore, that's when you round and lower. So you can keep your hands behind your head here. I don't like doing that because as I sit up, I don't like my neck being pulled at that point. But when I do sit up, I give my neck a little pull forward, sit up nice and tall, flat back backwards until I can't anymore, then round, either hands behind the head or hands up to the sky. Sit up, another neck pull here, back to the straight spine, flat back, vertical, horizontal, C shape, done. All right, alternating side lift crunch. So what we'll do, it's kind of like the Criss Cross we did earlier. We bring our legs to tabletop, hands behind the head, and we're just going to crunch but twist a little bit. So it's not the Criss Cross with the leg extended in the big twist. It's the legs to tabletop, small crunches, side to side. Elbows stay nice and wide, trying to get that armpit to the opposite knee. Focus on the crunch movement. So it's just a small movement using the upper abs to curl your shoulder tips off of the mat. Your legs stay in tabletop. Your knees make a 90-degree bend. And we just do small crunches side to side here. Try not to direct the elbow to the knee. Just keep the elbow nice and wide. And then get the armpit, small little crunch to the knee. All right. X-ups. We start with our body in an X shape. And we'll bring our opposite hand to opposite foot as we sit up nice and tall, extending nice and long. And then back down to that big X shape. An option here to make this a little bit more challenging, hover all of your limbs off of the mat and keep them off the mat as you do the X up. Makes it a little bit more challenging. to hold that balance, to keep those limbs off the mat. Or you can rest your heels on the mat and then do the X up. For me, keeping my heels on the mat allows me bigger range of motion on the X up. I could really straighten that opposite leg better, and I could really reach further. So I'm going to keep doing that version. You do whatever version you want to do. Nice work. All right, let's do some rolling like a ball. So roll to sit up. Kind of come towards the top of your mat. Make sure you have nothing behind you, because we'll be rolling back. Bring your legs to tabletop. Let me move my mic cord a little bit out of the way. Inhale on the way back. Exhale right back up into that ball. C shape with the spine. Chin tucked in. Tin chucked in. All right. So to make this a little bit more challenging, you can bring your heels closer to your butt. Grab somewhere around your ankles. Keep that ball shape. Balance at the top. No neck on the mat, just to your shoulder tips. You could also try and even get smaller. Take your hands off and just do some rolling like a ball with no hands. Or you can keep your hands on. Whatever works for you. Last one. Nice work. All right, we'll do some teaser preparation movements. We were doing this earlier, but we were adding the leg pulse earlier. Now we'll just go in and out of teaser from lying to sitting. So bring your legs in the tabletop, lie on down, sweep your arms around. As you sweep your arms around, sit up and hold the teaser either up and out, or legs to tabletop, and then slowly roll it back down. Legs to tabletop, arms sweep around. So you start with your arms stretched out, you sweep your arms around, come to tabletop, balance here, either straight or knees bent. Slowly roll it down, arms back out, straight behind you, legs to tabletop. Slowly roll it up, balance up here, either up or out, and then slowly roll it down. Arms reach out behind your head. We are preparing to be the best teaser people on the planet. A new one, hollow body rock with arm extension. So hollow body hold, first of all, legs out to 45 degrees or so, lower back in the mat. Arms are straight. We're going to do small little rocks forward as we extend the arm. So we start in our hollow body hold, extend one arm forward as we kind of rock the small rocks. This one's okay. New exercise, first time trying it out. As you rock forward, that arm extends, and then as you rock backwards, the arm comes back. I'm trying to make the rock as fluid as possible, but I was kind of thumping on the mat there. That's not good. All right, single leg circles. Left leg extends long, left heel into the mat, right up to the sky. We'll start circling our leg in one direction. I need to move my phone so I can see the timer here. Keep that going. So I have my right leg circling open to the right, clockwise motion. Left foot into the mat. Let's reverse that circle. Other direction. Same leg. Really imagining pushing and pulling through water. Let's check the time here. All right, let's put the right leg down, right leg straight, left leg Starts the leg circles any direction you want. Just keep that one same direction. Hands down by your side. Left foot pointed, and then let's switch directions. Leg circles other direction. Nice. All right, so we'll do some oblique twists on the mat. Let's do that by reaching for our heels. So curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Legs hip distance apart. And we reach for our heels as we do oblique crunches. Curl up even higher, look at your belly button. Crunch side to side. And then let's flip our palms so the palms are facing up now. Oblique heel taps, side to side. If you could reach your heels, move them a little further away from you. Keep that going while I check on the time here. 10 more seconds on those. Going to switch the music up for myself here. All right, up next is Pilates roll down with arm sweep. So we start sitting up, so come to seated. Let me just change this music up here. Play. All right, Pilates roll down with arm sweep. So we have our legs together, we roll down, and as we roll down, we reach our arms back, sweep them around, and then as we sweep them around, we roll back up. Arms up, roll down with your arms up, nice and slowly, sweep the arms around, and then try and roll up using the least amount of momentum that you can. I use a lot of momentum because my core strength is not that good. Straight arms, roll down, sweep them around. As your head touches the mat, you're already exhaling. So come back up, reach the arms up, slowly lower it down. Nice work. All right, let's do a side bend on the mat. Let's lie on one side, elbow supporting the weight, forearm supporting the weight, bottom leg long, hand on the head, and we're going to crunch up, side bend with the knee drive. And then halfway through, we'll switch over to the other side. We'll do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one on this side. Let's switch to the other side. So opposite forearm, leg nice and straight, crunch it in, extend it out. Nice big crunch, nice big extension. In and out, reach it long, knee bends to the elbow. 2, 1. All right, V-sit, twist, and reach. So we'll hold the V-sit. First, let's get that in order. So we sit in a V the best we can. We twist and we reach. So as we twist, we open the arms out, reaching the best we can, looking over that back shoulder. Option to have your heels on the mat and you twist and reach if holding the V-sit is too much. Heels on the mat, or get into that V-sit, twist and reach, really reaching, really twisting. Try and keep your legs pointed forwards. Try not to twist out of your hips, all in your torso. All right, reverse plank with leg extension. So first, let's get into that reverse plank. So we can extend our legs out long. Lift the hips up. Reverse plank. Engage those abs, tuck that tailbone under. Then extend, just a small little bend and extend. We'll do one leg first. Just small little reaches, focusing on keeping those hips up, using the abs to really extend that leg, then place that leg down, reassess your reverse plank, and then small little reaches with the other leg. At any time you can take a break, get back into your reverse plank, and really reach it long. Small little reaches, keeping the hips as high as possible, keeping that core engaged as much as possible. 3, 2, 1. Nice. And our last exercise of our core routine, plank for 1 minute and 20 seconds, I believe. Let's come to a straight arm plank. Engage everything. Hips in line with the shoulders. All 10 fingers nice and wide. Really squeezing the abs, pressing the mat away. Move my mic pack over here. Remember, you can come down to a forearm plank if you would like. Just bring your butt with you. Keep it going. Squeeze everything, squeeze the abs. Squeeze the butt. You can transition between the two if you would like. Remember, every time we do a plank on this channel, we add on 1 second. And that is it. Let's do a quick cool down. Child's pose first and foremost. Knees wider than your torso. Press your weight back into your heels. Extend the arms forward. Great job today on this 30-minute core routine. It was not easy. We worked the core, strong core. Will help you in everything you do. Let's do a few cat and cow. So come back up to all fours. Round the back, push the mat away. Drop the stomach, look up. One more cat. One more cow. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Drop the pelvis down. Exhale, squeeze the butt. And that is it. That is 30 minutes of abs, core, Pilates. You name it, we did it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was challenging. I hope your core feels stronger. I hope you have a six-pack now. Anyways, we are live every weekday where we do a different style of exercise. If you like the video, please subscribe. Please come back tomorrow, and I hope to see you soon. Bye now.